Hello, my Scorpio family. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and this is your weekly tarot reading for you, Scorpio, for April 20th through the 26th. Thank you for joining me today, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. And please subscribe and join me each and every day for my quick glance daily readings. Now, just a reminder, these are general readings, so take what resonates and disregard the rest. And all the card information is listed below. So let's get started and see what your cards are indicating for you for this week. We first have the Seven of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. And the Page of Swords. And your overall energy, Scorpio, is the Major Arcana card Strength. Wonderful. Now I am going to pull this in. Just makes it a little bit easier. Okay, Scorpio. So the first thing that's coming through is this week is going to be a time of waiting and assessment. Right now, you're keeping things very much the status quo, keeping everything balanced. You have a lot of Pentacles energy, which in your case, Scorpio, is going to be in regards to your job. Something unexpected is going to pop up this week, and you will be ready to adapt to different situations and environments that you're going to be involved with. Now, let's take a closer look at each of your cards, Scorpio. And you first have the Seven of Pentacles here. This is a card of slow and steady growth. Having sown the seeds, putting everything into place. You've taken care of all the everyday needs, and now this is a time for perseverance. The Seven of Pentacles is a time to stand back and evaluate if you're on the right track or the right path. This is a time possibly to reassess your goals. The Seven of Pentacles card depicts a garden. You've planted the seeds, you've nurtured it, given it sunshine, water, fertilized the ground. You've worked very hard and tended to the soil. Now, for some Scorpios, I'm picking up that you really need to give some serious thought to possibly making some changes in your garden. The situations that have been thrown at you recently might have been a blessing in disguise. And rather go back to the same garden or planting the same seeds, maybe you want to change it up a bit. This is the time to reevaluate what you really want out of your life, Scorpio. The energy of the Seven of Pentacles is about looking within and looking at the larger meaning of possibly your recent situation that you've been in. So this is really pulling upon your deepest inner resources to overcome the current challenges and maybe change up that garden a bit. Maybe plant a few rows of something new. And as we look at the card here, we see the man looking back. This represents looking back at what has just taken place. This needs to be part of your vision as to what your future harvest will be. The Seven of Pentacles card is associated with the root chakra, and that's your base, your core, your foundation. It's what connects you with the earth. This is a chakra of grounding and survival, but also manifestation. Now, the number 7 energy of this card is the number of the crown chakra, which is the chakra of knowing and your connection with the divine. Number 7 is a very spiritual number. But sevens do represent forces that must be dealt with that are beyond your control, Scorpio. But often it can leave behind blessings in disguise. And what I'm feeling for you, Scorpio, is something's coming your way in regards to a job and maybe a different job than what you had before. This is very positive energy, and this is your anchor card for your reading. It is important to the direction that your week will go towards. Now, taking a look at your next card, Scorpio, you have the Four of Pentacles, which is confirming that you're keeping the status quo, trying to keep everything in place. And yes, this card means holding tight to your money. Again, keeping the status quo. This is keeping everything stable. You're being very cautious, saving your money, protecting your resources. And this is not only protecting your money, it's protecting your job, your home, and possessions. Now, for some Scorpios, this card is indicating that you have a very firm financial foundation in place. You will weather the storm. You are holding tight to what you have and where you're at, and you're not moving. And at this time, sitting firmly in place may be exactly the right thing to do. You will have time later to decide if you want to stay where you are or continue building on your foundation. Now, for some Scorpios, the Four of Pentacles is talking about your existing job. And as we just talked about with the Seven of Pentacles here, possibly you might want to plant something new. Meaning the situation that you're currently in might give you the opportunity to think about doing something different career-wise. Since this is a general reading, and what the cards are indicating, this could go in two different ways. For some Scorpios, you might be without your job right now or laid off. And being put in this situation, and with the Seven of Pentacles energy, has got you thinking about what are you going to do now? Maybe this is the time to think about doing something that you've always wanted to do. Maybe the job you had wasn't the ideal job. Here's your blessing in disguise to get into something else that might really pan out to something that you will look back on and see that it truly was a blessing in disguise. Now, for other Scorpios, your job might be secure. You might actually still be working every day, depending on what you do for a living. The Four of Pentacles is indicating that you do have a firm financial foundation. But the Seven of Pentacles, being your anchor card for this reading, is wanting you to take a good look and see, is this what you still want to be doing? If it is, that's great. If not, this is possibly the time that you might want to look into something else. And the number 4 energy of this card is all about stability and rationality. It's the practical parts of life and being self-disciplined. So number 4 can mean being very rooted and unmoving, which can be taken both in a positive way or in a more negative manner, like refusing to change at all. The number 4 is associated with the heart chakra, which is very much concerned with balance and love. So it brings up the question of whether you want to stay where you are, or maybe you'd rather be doing something you truly love. That's the question you have to ask yourself, Scorpio. Now, moving on to your next card, Scorpio, you have the Page of Swords. And the pages are the messengers of the court. And the Page of Swords goes through great lengths to bring truth and clarity in his message. But his message is also one of unexpected news. And once the news is delivered, decisions have to be made. Scorpio, this is the type of news that's really going to make you think. It is swords energy, so it has to do with your thoughts and communication, decisions. And my guess, Scorpio, this has to do with your previous 2 Pentacle cards. So this is something in regards to your career, possibly a new position with an existing company, or just a new job in general. When the Page of Swords brings his news, decisions have to be made. So an example of this could be that you got an opportunity for a really great job, one that you know you'll just love. But you will have to move house, move to a new city. It's that kind of energy. And that's just an example that I'm giving so that you understand what this energy is all about. And especially in regards to your Pentacle cards. And one of the reasons that I feel this news will maybe be a job that you'll like better is this card is associated with the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra. And this is about being balanced and in harmony. So, Scorpio, I feel this news is definitely going to make you think about things. And maybe you will follow your heart's desire. Now, your 3-card spread adds up to number 12, and number 12 reduces to number 3. And this is 2 things coming together to be something new, Scorpio. This is new beginnings. Now, the next card I'd like to talk about with you, Scorpio, is your overall energy card for the entire reading. So let me move that down and bring this in. And you have the Major Arcana card, Strength. This is the driving force and energy for your reading this week, Scorpio. And the Strength card is all about having faith in who you are. It is your inner strength and faith. Now, this is actually Leo's card. Very fiery, very determined, passionate energy. It is associated with the 1st and the 4th chakra. So this is building upon your root chakra, your base, with something that you love. So I do believe for many Scorpios this week, you might be presented with something to think about that will be popping up this week. In regards to this Page of Swords card. And you do have the wonderful Strength card to give you the ability to trust in who you are and have faith in your talents and gifts and your purpose. The Strength card is your personal power to achieve your destiny. Now let's take a look at which crystal your angels and guides have chosen for you, Scorpio, for this week. CERUSSITE. Now, this crystal involves travel and is associated with the root and crown chakras. This is your base chakra, but this is also your crown chakra, how you connect with the divine and get spiritual messages. So your angels and guides have chosen this crystal as it's telling you to step out of your comfort zone and your everyday surroundings. They are assuring you that the experience will be a positive one. This is about opening you up to new perspectives and broadening your horizons, letting you know that this is a great time for you to try new things, make decisions, and actively plan what you would like to do and where you would like to go next. The crystal CERUSSITE, it helps you adapt, ground yourself, and to feel comfortable in different situations and environments. Now, it is known as the crystal for travelers, but this is more traveling to a new experience, possibly a new job, since your reading is all about pentacles, and that deals with money and how you make a living. So, Scorpio, I leave you with the message of the cards. You have the wonderful energy guiding you this week of the Major Arcana card, Strength, which is about having faith in yourself and what you're able to achieve. And the 7 of Pentacles, being your anchor card, is telling you to review your situation. Take a look and see if the path that you're on is what you truly want to be doing. It's indicating a time to review. And your Four of Pentacles card is telling you that right now you're hanging on tight and keeping the status quo. And maybe it's time for a change. And the Page of Swords here will bring the unexpected news coming in rather suddenly this week, most likely in regards to your Pentacles energy. So this could be in regards to your career, your job. This is unexpected news in which decisions will have to be made once the news is delivered. And your angels and guides have suggested CERUSSITE for you, telling you now might be the best time to just step out of your comfort zone and try something new. Thank you for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. And at this time, I am performing quick glance readings for you gratis. Click on my website link below, fill out the form on my contact page by asking your questions, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Love, health, and abundance to my Scorpio family.